Hello everyone, my name is Altho Njovu. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Ruvuma region. Currently I live in Dar es Salaam, and today I'm here to present about just to make this short documentary so as to thank Altho Help team for helping me to fund my studies, as well as to share with the world about what I've learned from this scholarship from school, as well as some few projects that I'm planning to do in order to develop my community. Actually, I'm a graduate, fresh graduate from Sokoine University of Agriculture. I've been pursuing BSc in Agriculture General. So I just want to dedicate this education of mine to my community, and that's why I'm here today to share with you what I'm planning to do, as well as thanking Altho Help for helping me. Simply, I can say maybe I should start by telling you a short history of mine. I'm a brother of one young sis. Her name is Beatrice. So we lived with our parents until 2012, where they passed away. So we remained as orphans. And from there, we were taken by different guardians of ours. For my young sis, we were taken by our auntie. But for myself, I was taken by someone else who were accompanied by my grandfather for funding me in my studies as well as raising me. So from there, I graduated my Form 4 ordinary level education, later on advanced level education at Benjamin Mkapa here in Dar es Salaam. And later on, I was selected to join university education, high school education, with this course which is BSc Agriculture General. So from there, life was so hard because due to high fee cost, my guardian could not afford that. So I was about to lose my studies or postponing them to seek for help on where I can continue with my education. So I just came across with this friend of mine who introduced me to someone who was beneficiary for help at that time as well, Mr. Msuya. I'm grateful for this guy because he helped me a lot to achieve what I've been achieving. And from there, so he introduced me to the program and the scholarship. And luckily enough, it was 2 days towards the deadline of application. So I just stood up and fought for it. Just for 2 days, I completed the application and waited for the results. How did it feel to be selected? For myself, I was very excited the moment I received an email from Altho Help, whereby I was announced that I've been chosen to be one of the beneficiaries of Altho Help scholarship. So it was very exciting for myself as well as my friends. There was this friend of mine, the other guy called me Stadani, who helped me a lot. Because at the moment I was applying it, I didn't even have a computer, PC. So he helped me a lot in that process, and he was hand with me, helping me for that application. So for myself, I can say I just took that chance of being selected as a second chance to prove that what I've been carrying in my mind, in my thoughts, like vision and mission that I'm here for, serving my community, will come true via the help that I've been provided through you guys, Altho Help. So I consider that as a second chance, as well as a chance for me to impact my community through the capability as well as the knowledge that I can acquire from my education in my university, as well as different experiences by sharing with others and so forth. So that was very exciting to me. How did the scholarship and my studies impact me and my community as well? Simply, I can say that the scholarship and my studies have impacted me in different ways, like gaining more skills and as well as more experience in different categories, because through the fund that they helped pay in my university, I was able to acquire this, as I said, agricultural skills, the modern ones, in which most of farmers in my community can benefit from them by knowing the targeting market for their crops, as well as timely planting, finding the good agricultural practices for them to maximize their productivity, as well as I can say they can generate easily income from this kind of farming. You know, in Tanzania, I can say that most of farmers, even those who dream to become farmers, they don't know, they are not considering it as a serious career for them, and some of them are considering it as a serious career for them, but they don't know how to pursue it. So I can say that the knowledge that I have, it can impact them through sharing with them, because I have some few projects that I'm thinking of establishing, and some of them I've just started them with my team. So I think from me they can learn a lot and they can be transformed. Even those who didn't have willing or didn't wish to pursue agriculture, they can have skills as well as knowledge on good agricultural farming. I believe that if we can demonstrate this type of skills, I mean entrepreneurship skills as well as agricultural skills, to this type of people, especially women and the youth, considerably in secondary school students as well as youth in streets, so they can form their groups as well as they can benefit from our projects. But primarily we are dealing with secondary school students and women groups which are registered in the municipals. So far that's what we have been doing. Why did we get to choose this group of people to be the targeted ones? I mean youth as well as women groups. Just simply because we believe that by educating a woman, you are educating many more generations to come, as well as by educating a single woman, you can educate, I mean you have impacted the whole community, because these are the ones who are sitting down with, most of the time they are sitting with their child and they're doing the same practices that they are doing at certain age. So we believe that for them to be for many generations to be transformed, who are raised by these women, by changing the mindset of these women on good agricultural farming, so you are going to impact many generations to come through their children as well as their kids that they are raising. And why did you get to choose youth? We believe that as the targeted case for women, we targeted the youth which are raised by women, so at the same time we targeted youth who are in secondary schools as well as in street children, I can say street people, street youth, because by educating them while they are young on good farming activities and as well as good entrepreneurship skills and how they can benefit from agriculture as a source of income as well as their career and so forth, by impacting them since they are in let's say in school, ordinary level, let's say, because they understand themselves now. So by giving them the knowledge of this farming, good farming skills, I can say, as well as they could see the potential of how they can generate money from the agricultural practices which they can conduct in their schools. As we do have this thing we call a farm club. I'll talk later on about it. So we are establishing like the farming clubs in every school around Temeke. Currently we are dealing with Temeke, but later on we'll move and expand. So whereby youth students commonly are getting to produce vegetables in their schools with less cost, and later on when they sell it, the income which they get, it helps them to learn their club and exploit the benefit for agriculture. So if we transform their knowledge and see agriculture as a source of income as well as I can say their career, I think it's much better impacting for them, and it means a lot to them and to us as well. So we just decided to use commonly two approaches. The first one is establishing a system or electronic system whereby this group of farmers can get information on good farming activities, as well as good, I can say, budgeting, as well as timely information on what kind of consultation for what type of crops they are growing. So we are planning to have a mobile app, mobile phone app, smartphone app, which shall have different categories or different inclusion, like what type of crop to be grown at what time in what area, and as well as the information on how to process this type of foods or preserve them so as to elongate the shelf life of that type of produce, and later on connecting them with the market, whereby they can get profit from what they have been cultivating in the farm. So that's the first approach. And the second one, I've termed it as a physical approach, and we have divided it in two ways. We are planning to have a huge farm or demonstration center for most of crops that will be cultivated in that demonstration center, so as these farmer groups in Dar es Salaam, who are in Dar es Salaam and around Dar es Salaam in nearest region, they can come and learn on good agricultural practices for certain crops, as well as seek for advice in our center, and as well as getting enough information from us. That's the first approach in second category. But the second approach, we have termed it also as a physical approach, but in this kind of approach, we are planning to have, I can say, farmers visiting. So, whereby this group of farmers shall have, maybe they think they need a certain type of skill, let's say tomato shelf life or post-harvest loss handling. So, we are going to link them with certain people who are doing this kind of things, and so as they can be educated, or we can we can do it by ourselves by reaching them to educate them on that kind of information they need. That's all. Actually, there are several things that we have done, including the first one. The first step we did was consulting different institutes which are dealing with agriculture, including my university, Sokoine University of Agriculture. We first consulted the Department of Crop Science and Horticulture, as well as we consulted the Food Science, Department of Food Science and Technology. So, as well as later on, we consulted the Tanzania Horticultural Association, whereby all we are trying to do is creating an atmosphere whereby they can be our partners, so as to help us to do what we are planning to do, and getting this knowledge of good farming practice even to local scale farmers who are even in Dar es Salaam and other regions. So currently we are working in Temeke, as I stated before. So the second step we did was gathering the list of registered groups around Temeke, and after that we gathered the list of schools, secondary school around Temeke. That's where we established some of our farming clubs in these schools, and later on what we came and do is establishment of this mobile app. As I stated earlier, we just started it. We're not finished yet, but we are on our way to the end. And the last thing we did is trying to seek for help from different social funds. Last week we just applied on a data for local impact competition challenge on a theme that's zero hunger and zero HIV. So we're expecting the best from them. So if we will get this kind of funds, I think we can stand by our own and learn this project, because so far our team were just volunteering. We are not generating anything, and for project sustainability there should be a certain income that will be generated from these kind of steps and the activities that we are planning to do and we are doing so far. As it is always that for any starting up projects, there are hitting some challenges and obstacles. I can say for ourselves, we have commonly major three challenges. The first one is we are lacking funds. I can term it as a sponsor. We don't have sponsors yet. That's why we are trying to find different type of source of funds, as well as applying to different innovations, challenges, and different agricultural challenges, youth challenges, and so forth. So we are lacking sponsors. That's our first challenge. The second one, we don't have an office yet because currently we are working as a mobile office, because we move from one place to another place, commonly working with these students in secondary schools. So that's another challenge we are facing. And the third one, we are lacking implements and tools for farming, like hoes, sprayers, and so forth, as well as inputs, agricultural inputs. At some points, students have to donate for themselves so that they can get maybe 5 kilograms of DAP fertilizer for them to use for their projects in their club. So we are lacking implements as well. Lastly, I would like to go back to Help and thank you guys, because without you I couldn't make it and be where I am today. I'm very grateful and very honored to be offered this opportunity until today that I have finished my studies. And I would like to take this opportunity to ask for your help again. If you think you can help us, me and my team, to establish this project that I've been explaining it to you, or linking us to anyone who you think can help us, that will be of most useful to us and beneficial to us. We would like to take that chance to ask you for that. And later on, we are calling upon any supporters, donors, as well as stakeholders who wish to donate or help us to establish this thing and make it sustainable, because we believe it shall have a huge impact to our society, because it hits most tangible targets, which are women as well as youth, which are the fastest way and the greatest way to achieve fast transformation in community for most of the projects, including entrepreneurship and agricultural skills. Thank you.